Hi lovely people, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. Something a bit different for you today. I am sharing with you my pre-planning, or planning I should say really, for April 2022. So I'm just getting everything out of my pouch and I'm using an Erin Condren hourly planner at the moment. I also have my little sticker binder for on the go and my sticker book as well. So I cannot believe I'm actually in a completely neutral planner. That feels quite strange, but I've been really enjoying it. So I'm pulling out some collections at the moment to use in the month of April. I've got Hello Spring, I've got some stickers from the Spring Experience box, and also the March sticker subscription as well for Sticker8 monthly. So what I want to try and do first of all is just decide what weeks I'm going to use which stickers, taking into account where Easter falls and other things that are going on as well. And I've also, as you've just seen there, got the Cocoa Daisy Planner sticker kit, as well as I could not resist resubscribing since I saw that Lean was doing the artwork for the March collection. It is just, oh, it's beautiful. I say March, I mean April, of course. So I'm going to be mainly getting in the sort of bare bones of my weeks in this little plan with me video, and you can see I'm just popping down the Once Upon a Time box from the Sticker8 monthly subscription. That is a subscription that you can choose which planner size you get and which sticker sheets you want to have. So there's a 2-page and a 4-page option. I'm using the 4-page option, and I just love how the colours came together in this. Plus the florals and the little hints of gold are just really, really pretty. Now, I found that the week that I was just flicking back to there, I really liked the way that I'd laid that out, so I decided to replicate that with the date covers up the top. So I've popped in a piece of washi across the top of the page, and then I'm adding the date covers on top of that so that it just accounts for the little gap that you get with the hourly layout, with the columns being a little bit wider. I've also used my metal ruler just to tear or break off the excess of that washi. You could use scissors as well if you wanted to. One of the really nice things with the repositionable vinyl that I use is that if it goes wonky, which it so often does with me, you can just lift it and reposition it. So once again, stickers are stuck all over my hand. It's the way to do things, definitely. It just makes life easier for me. Plus it takes a little bit of the stick out, which might sound really daft, but again, when you're trying to move stuff around, it just helps a little bit. So we've got the date covers down, and next up is to pop in the dates. Now I'm actually taking the excess backing off that sheet so that it's just a lot easier to use the sheet. There's a line cut across and down the side of all of my sticker sheets, so you can literally just basically weed the sheet out, and it just makes life a bit simpler. So we've got the dates in, and again I'm having a quick peek back to see what I did this week to see if I want to do it again. And once again just weeding that second sheet so that I've got those there, and we're going to get the sidebar down. So I'm using mainly stickers just from this kit this time round, and you might be noticing that my sheets are a little bit different to what actually went out, because I've recently redesigned the format and also just added in some doodle icons to replace the circle ones that were there. Now I really like to have a mixture of sort of functional and decorative stickers on my sidebar, so I've added some of the decorative stickers around that habit tracker. My next step is to get my bottom washi down, and I'm just using one strip this time. Sometimes I like to stack them, but yeah, just that nice darker pop of colour down the bottom, and again using my metal ruler to snap off the excess. I'm adding in the half boxes across the bottom now, which I'll use for the gratitude challenge. That's the monthly set of prompts which is published in my Facebook group and Instagram and things, and you can use them to help you think of things you're grateful for, or just as journaling prompts as well. They're kind of a little bit multi-purpose. but it's something that I find really helpful to write down every day, something that I'm grateful for. And also on the rough days, it's great to be able to look back at it too. Now, with working out of the house, I tend to like to mark out my sort of start of the day as reminders for the kids, reminders for anything that's home or school related, and then I added washi basically to cover up my working hours, so that I can see when I look at my planner kind of where my blocks of time are. I've not got quite enough of that thin washi, so adding a decorative sticker works well just to finish that off, and then the weekend banner, of course, is also added for Saturday and Sunday. So looking at the spread, I love how this is coming together. I just think the colours are so pretty, and oh, it's just lovely. I'm now popping in some header labels to mark on the reminders for school each day that I know that I need to have at the top of my head as to what the smallest person in the house needs to take each day. She seems to have something most days. And I'm also popping in reminders for our bins to go out, and then some little square check boxes which I use to mark in my mood for the day, on a level of 1 to 5, 1 being like the most awful day ever, 5 being the most fantastic day ever. And I also keep notes of any, painkillers or any health issues that have gone on that day too. Next step is to add in appointment labels for recurring events that go on each week and that I know are going to be happening, including a reminder that it's Dragon's Den on Thursday. Love Dragon's Den. And it's actually the Southwest Planner Club meetup that weekend, so I'm marking in when I'm going to be travelling. I like to use some of the little headings from the kit to mark the sections. So I've got a remember and I've got a gratitude section. I just turned the stickers 90 degrees and they just help to delineate the spread for me. So that is that first week in April, or the end of March into April, done. And next up I'm going to be flicking over the page and making a start with the Cocoa Daisy kit, which is completely different to my own sticker layout, so I'm having to have a little look through the sheets and think about what I'm going to use and where. I decided to use the Hello April box as my kind of quote box in the top left. I don't know, sometimes I like to have the calendar or the month name there, other times I just want to cover it up. Next thing to try and decide was what to do with the headings, and I kind of parked doing the day headers just for now. I'm also checking to see if I can get the right spacing on the sidebar, and it doesn't quite fit, but it's close enough. I'm also adding in a habit tracker as usual. I normally use that to track something like Bible reading or taking my vitamins. And once again, I'm adding some decorative stickers into the sidebar as well, just to make it a little bit cuter. My next step is to add in some washi across the sort of 9 o'clock line, just to mark out the day. I'm having to get out my little slice tool, which I think was in my Cricut tools pack that I got, just to cut that washi, as it is much more plasticky, so those stickers, so I can't really just snap it. I'm also just Tipp-Ex'd out the times on the weekend so that they don't stick out over my weekend banner. I'm now back to debating what to do about the day covers. Do I use some of the pretty ones? Do I use some of the normal ones? How am I going to make it work? So eventually I think I've decided that I'm going to use the pretty ones that were in, I think it was in the planner add-on or the planner classified, can't remember. But I definitely am going to need to add in some washi underneath. I did also have a think about just putting a to-do and today section in and putting it right at the top. And generally we have a bit of a faff about, but eventually we get there, and you can see I've just stuck the stickers on a bit of plastic just to keep them there, and I've got the washi out, and I'm going to again put some washi up the top just to provide a background for the day covers. Now they are slightly different sizes, these, because Wednesday's a longer word naturally than anything else. So I'm just sort of wriggling them around a bit. I'm also adding in a today header on each page and one of the dots from inside the ring reinforcers, which is what I'll use for jotting down my little wellness section. So we're going in now with all the different headers, and just it's really fun to just try and layer things and make things work when perhaps it isn't just as the same kind of kit layout every single week. This one certainly did make me think a little bit, because obviously different sizes, different things to cover up, plus I've not used an hourly for so long. I do really enjoy the hourly. I like having the times, I like having the lines more than anything, and honestly, if they did a lined vertical in the EC, that would be perfect. I mean, we are coming around to planner launch season, so I'm quite excited to see what they come up with. I'm not sure if they'll do any new layouts, but who knows. Have you got any predictions for what's going to be coming? Is there anything in particular you're very excited to see? Anything you're really hoping for? Let's have a chat in the comments down below. As ever, it's always good to do that, isn't it? So I'm now adding in my little reminders at the top of each day, and I think you'll see me go in a minute with the Tipp-Ex, because the paper of these stickers, I can still see the times through, so I do like to try and just mark it out. I'm also adding in the little flag stickers to match with the colours as best as I can, and those are just there again as reminders. We've got one child in school, one child out of school. It's fun and games next week because they don't actually match up with where the girls are and things in terms of holidays. I'm also just checking back to my monthly view for any appointments, anything that's already booked in, and just adding those ready for filling in later. I quite like to add decorative stickers and little touches as my week goes on. So apart from doing the bottom washi once again, this is pretty much it for this week. And I did find that I was having a bit of a look through the sticker pages, sort of just checking what was on there. There's so much on these pages, and yeah, I'm definitely not going to use everything in 1 week or probably even 1 month, but it's lovely to have so many different options and choices. So moving on to the next week, which is Easter week, of course, and for this I'm using Hello Spring, and I have days and dates, half boxes. I think I've got the Faith Edition page, washi, and some checklists and appointment labels too. So I'm going to basically do the same kind of layout as I've had up until now. But because I haven't got a full box for that top corner, I'm going to have to get a little bit more creative in a moment. This time I've not put washi underneath the date covers. I just felt like doing it a bit differently. No other reason, just sometimes, nice to do something different, isn't it? And to be honest, trying to plan out 3 or 4 weeks in one go is quite a bit. So adding in the dates, the number stickers, they are sized to just sit inside the squares, that'd be the one, that are on those date covers. And as you can see, I can't stick straight to save my life. I have thought about buying tweezers and using those, but I suspect it would just make a difficult situation worse. So I love the little bunny washi that is in this kit, in this collection I should say, because it is one of the a la carte collections where you choose which sheets you want, and I had to put it across the bottom. I've also added in the Easter egg washi, and I've got a feeling that I suddenly went, oh hang on a minute, it's Easter, I probably won't be working all the time. So yeah, I kind of had a few changes to the layout. Once again, I am adding in the what's the word I want? The half boxes, that'll be the one, to the bottom of the page. And I'm also just going to use some of the Faith Edition stickers to create some little journal spots and little reminders as well. Now, one of the things I love when I get to see something come off the printer is the effect of things like glitter as it's printed. It's just so vibrant and pretty. Oh look, couldn't stick the sticker straight. Quelle surprise, quelle surprise. So popping in my half boxes for gratitude again across the bottom, and there are going to be sticker sheets with all of the gratitude journaling prompts on very, very soon. Either Monday or Tuesday next week I'll be getting them up for April if you want them for April, but we are going to be getting ahead then and getting a few months out in one go. I decided that because, as I've mentioned, I think briefly on one of my vlogs, I have also recently been told that I have osteoarthritis in my hands, which is a bit of a painful problem. And I have these new doodle icon stickers, so I decided to pop in a spot for logging my food, because basically my husband's putting me on an anti-inflammatory diet, which it seems to mean that I can eat salmon and broccoli and sweet potatoes and tasty things, which, yeah, fine by me. But yeah, I just want to be a bit mindful of what I'm eating. I've got some pages of those meal planning icons, doodle icons, in rainbow colours, so I'm going to go back later on and add in those stickers to my other weeks. So I'm using one of the Faith Edition quotes to pop in the top of my top left corner even of my sidebar. And then, because this is kind of our week where it's supposed to be holiday, I've popped in one of the list boxes from the sidebar and headers pack to jot down my work hours. I just want to keep an eye on it and make sure that I'm not doing too much. I've also added in appointment labels for things like worship group rehearsals and Good Friday and Easter Sunday services as well. And that is the end for that week. For the final full week within the April tab, the month of April, I am using a kit from the Spring Experience box. We're back to a 4-sheet little kit there, and this is in the 7x9 size. So it's going to be basically the same layout as I had for the first week in April, the one with the Once Upon a Time Sticker 8 monthly kit. But oh my word, I cannot wait to see the gardens blooming, the colours coming out, and I also just adjusted where I put the washi for the date covers too. I've put it a little bit higher, as I think it's going to look really, really pretty up there. It's really funny watching myself plan, because I expect myself to put the date covers in next, but no. You might think that was a reasonable thing to do, but apparently no, I'm going for the bottom washi instead. So we're getting the washi along the bottom of the page. I'm picking out the little thin green washi that's just so pretty, and again, metal ruler for snapping off the excess. Then going in with my half boxes ready for gratitude. Do you get the feeling I have a layout that's working at the minute? It's interesting kind of trying out different things, definitely, and I've been planner hopping quite a bit lately. I've been in and out of different things, trying different layouts for the week, but this is kind of what I come back to, is my week all on 2 pages, ideally in some sort of chronological order, and reminders for the day up the top, a little bit of journaling space, and then as the week goes on I go back in and add other stickers and things that have happened, and you know, or just decorate a bit more, because I know that I don't need to write anything on that space now. I'm also adding in, as usual, the divider washi for the days. This is the week when, is this the week when one kid's back and the other isn't? Yes, it will be. And I'm also setting up the sidebar as normal. I love the quote on this one that says, "Don't let yesterday take too much of today." It is absolutely true, and yeah, it's definitely a feeling of try and keep looking forward at the moment, I think, for a lot of us. Yeah, it's so nice to have a planner with colour and positivity in it though, and I find it just really, really helps me to sort of not just manage my, you know, the day-to-day things that need to be done, but also to sort of just look after myself a little bit. Stickerating is definitely a form of self-care for me. It's a very practical one, but it's also a very fun one. And I'm fairly certain I'm not the only person that would say that, am I? So you can see that I keep flicking back to earlier weeks just to check what my layout has been and how I've set things up. I think that's quite a useful thing to do, and yeah, I don't think I've sat down and planned an entire month like this for a very long time, so it's going to be interesting as the month goes on to see how it goes. I've also by now added to my monthly layout as well and just put some prettiness in there because I can't do plain all the time, it's got to be pretty. So I've added in a Penguin Joe with a book to show when one of the children, can't remember which one, is going back to school. The Monday is Easter Monday, so it's a bank holiday, so we've just popped a day off sticker from the kit for that. As usual, I've marked the bins, and hopefully next I'm going to go and put in the little check boxes for my kind of wellness and mood tracking. It's something I just find quite useful to do. Just helps me if I've had a few days where the scores are a bit low and I'm feeling a bit meh, then I can plan in or just adjust my plans to take account of that. Again, just double checking where we're up to in the month, and also then just adding in a final few penguins and decorations to the week. I'm also just checking that I've got everything in that I wanted. I'd not put in my habit tracker on that sidebar. Oh, terrible. So I'm using one of the larger stickers that were in the creative pack of the box to do that, and I've just trimmed that off the edge just to make it look like it's, you know, part of the page. I think it looks quite cute. Finally, I'm getting my little reusable sticker book and just going in with some of my Munchkins and Penguin Joes and adding them into the whole of the month. I've just added some music Penguin Joes in for marking violin and ukulele, and yeah, just the final little accents. So I hope you've enjoyed this plan with me. It's been a little bit different, and I'm just flicking through the pages just to show you the 4 spreads that I've created ready for April. So thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please let me know in the comments down below, and if you're not a subscriber, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And until next time, lovely people, I can't wave at you, but know that I am in my head. Take care of yourselves, and bye bye for now.